Dear students, so we were learning the subject verb agreement, how according to the subject's verb takes its form, whether it is singular or plural. It's a very interesting topic, as you know, and we were revising the whole thing. So now I will begin from where I have left yesterday, and there was that point that either or, neither nor, not only but also, if they take two subjects of different number, singular or plural, depends on the proximity, as I told you. Depends on the proximity. See how this is called the rule of proximity. See, neither Tom nor his friends work. So work is the verb here. Which noun is nearest to the verb? That is friends. Which number friends? Is it? It is plural in number. So our duty is to make the verb plural also. That's why without writing walks, I have written there work, which is the plural form of the verb. So neither Tom nor his friends work hard. Neither the teachers nor the principal has come. See, neither the teachers nor the principal. So which is the verb here? Has. And which is nearest to it? It is principal. That's why we have written has. So generally what happens? Generally when neither nor, either or these things join two nouns of different numbers, generally the plural noun sits closer to the verb always. In the second example, though I have written the principal later, but generally in English what happens when these phrases they joins two nouns of different number, then the plural number is written adjacent to the verb, and that's why the verb also takes plural form with it. Then see, it is written that as well as, with, like, along with, together with, in addition to. They, if they are joining two subjects of same or different number, so here the verb will always agree with the first subject. See, the students, here the first subject, as well as their teachers, which means this is the second subject. So which is the first subject? Students. What number is it? It is a plural number. So verb will also be plural. Verb will not agree with teacher, which is nearer to it. Why? Because it is joined with a special phrase, that is as well as. And when as well as, with, like, along with, together with, in addition to, they are joining two nouns or two subjects, whether they are same or different number, whichever it is, the verb will always agree with the first subject, that is the first subject and its number. According to its number, verb will be written. Come to the next one. That is a great or large or small number, means a great number of, a large number of, or a small number of. If they are joining plural subjects, then the verb will also be plural. Generally they join plural subjects. See, a large number of people, people is plural, were present. It doesn't matter whether there is a or a large or a number or a small. Whenever they are joining plural, they will be written, the verb will also be written in plural. See, next the phrase the number of. If they are joining singular or whether they are also joining plural, verb will also become plural. Whether the subject singular or plural, irrespective of the subject, the verb will be written in singular form. When the phrase the number of is used. See, the number of candidates, this time candidates, but it is written the number of, is small. Why small? Because here the main subject is the number. Number is a quantity. It's uncountable here. The number of candidates, we don't know whether there is how many candidates are there, but still it's a quantity. It denotes quantity, and it is singular in a sense. That's why we are writing the verb in singular form too. A lot of, lots of, the rest of. See, a lot of, lots of, the rest of. Here also, if they are joining plural subjects, the verb will be written in plural too. A lot of or a lots of students are interested in the program. Don't write is interested in the program. Though the phrase begins with a means singular, but still its sense is plural. And whether it is lot of or lots of, don't get confused with it. Lot of or lots of, verb will always be written in plural. A lot of or lots of students are interested in the program. The majority or a minority of, if these phrases they join plural subject, then the verb is always written in singular. Some other time in the bracket it is written plural, it is informal, but in formal sense it is always written in singular form. The majority of or a minority of something, after that we have to write singular, because see, the majority is written there. The is definite article, so you are expressing the quantity in a definitive term. That's why the verb is becoming singular. The majority of customers prefer this variety. See, it is written in plural, prefer, but that should be written prefers. Where writing this thing, I have made a mistake. This should be prefers. Remember, the majority of customers prefer this variety. The majority of people here are or is poor. Here, the sense is such that it can be expressed both in singular and plural form. So whatever you are going to write there, whether it is singular or plural, that doesn't count. Always you can write either of your choice. It depends on you. Then it is all of or any of or some of or most of or half of. These phrases, if they are joining plural subjects, the verb will also be written in plural. All of my students are hardworking. It's not that is hardworking, because each one of them and their group is mentioned here. That it's not that particular some students they are hardworking, but it is actually that every single person are hardworking. Then all of, any of, some of, most of, half of, if they are joining uncountable nouns. See, these are very shrewd and very you have to be very much careful determining the subject, determining the number of the verb. If some subjects are conjoined with these same phrases, all of, any of, some of, most of, half of. Here, in case plural, the verb will be plural. In case these phrases are joining uncountable nouns, then you have to make the verb singular. Most of the time, I'm telling you students, uncountable nouns they take singular verb with them. Most of the time, I'm telling you, except some exceptions. So any of, all of, some of, most of, half of, if they are joining uncountable nouns, then the verb will be written in singular. How the rule is here? See, all of the money was wrong. See, means it was not honest money. Some of the information was wrong. It is not that were wrong. Okay. Generally, here also one thing you have to remember, that information which is written there, it is always written in information, means you cannot add s with it, and its sense is plural, because it is attached with all of. Information is uncountable, you can't count how much is there, how many are there. So because it is attached with all of, we have to add here was. Otherwise, if you say information, uh, generally it is uncountable, and you cannot add s with information. It is same with cattle, it is same with furniture, it is same with scenery. There, these words, they do not take s when they are expressed in plural. Their form are intact. You cannot add s to it. Only thing that you have to change, it is the number of the verb, in order to show whether you want to express it in singular or plural. That's how the whole thing is going on. Again, none of plural, then singular or plural both are accepted. But again, just like the previous one, none of is joining some uncountable nouns, then the verb, like the previous one, it will also be written in singular. Remember these things. All of, any of, some of, most of, half of, whenever, or none of, whenever they are conjoining some uncountable nouns, their verbs will be written in singular. None of the information was correct. See, was correct. It's not that are correct or were correct. It is always was correct, or you can write there is correct. That depends on you. So whichever the topics I have discussed, I hope you will revise it, peruse it properly, and this is the most interesting and chapter that will help you a lot till you are there in 12th standard. So take care and revise as many time as you can. That's all for today, students. We will meet again. Tata.